Hello, what up, cuties? And it is another episode of How to Solo Queue 3v3. Yes, that is correct. I am once again on the solo queue ladder. I've warmed up a little bit, so I'm expecting big things. But right now we're with a pre-queue, which is, well, as you see me driving back very defensively. Usually what happens in when you come up against a duo queue, or when you team up with a duo queue, I should not have taken that boost out, I'm actually not too sure. They kind of play with two of them, and then you're just there last and waiting back. They don't really take you into account. So how I want to play this right now is take my time, wait for my opportunities, score those kind of shots after recovering from the ceiling. After they completely mess up. So I still like the angle though. Gotta love the ping in there as well. I haven't had internet problems the entirety of today. So great, as soon as I start recording, they start coming true. They're a full three man, which, I don't know, I usually have not too many expectations about a full three-man. I always think that at least one of them is a little bit weird. As in, like, at least one of them is slacking at times. I mean, you see me right now just playing defensive, really. You see how far they are out of rotation. I just basically have to play defensive, and then they do a double commit. But I'm here first, even though I'm last. That is 100% my ball. Nobody is getting in between that. Obviously, I can't always sit back in defense. I gotta trust them sometimes. I'm gonna try and threaten this guy a little bit, beat him up in an alleyway. If he doesn't leave my brother alone, who's getting bullied in school, this is a goal. There we go. There we go. That's what I mean. Just pick your perfect opportunities, and they're like, As you see, ALLLL is on 8 points. The odd one out right now. Maybe he just shows up. Maybe it's Justin all of a sudden during the later stages. One tap Willie. As I said, a lot of far post rotations. And that's exactly the reason. 50 boost. I don't really need that big boost. I'll just leave it for my team while I clear it out. 12 boost left over, so I'm going to have to go on a path of small pads. Stay right behind here to bang it right in. This is completely awkward, so I'm going to far rotate back. Probably not the perfect decision, but since it's solo queue, being a little bit safer usually works out fine. I'm going to try and demo, or at least threaten him once again. I'll leave this to my teammate. Like, there are in professional play and everything like that, you have to have a perfect rotation, but in solo queue, it's not really that big of a problem if you sit a little bit further back, if you're a little bit more defensive, especially if you notice both your teammates. I just need to shoot. I think I missed. Oh no, I didn't. Like, both teams are usually a little bit too aggressive, so you want to counteract that by being more defensive. And it really depends on how your opponent, or how your opponent and your team plays, really, because, well, obviously I spot right now that my opponents, they're not really that mechanical. If you have a really mechanical opponent, you can have that position of chasing a little bit more. Once again, this episode starts off with a forfeit. Easy claps. Easy claps. Let's get into the next one. Alright, the second one underway right now as well. Different team, completely different opponents. One of them is called Gotta Hit Something Real Quick. I'm a little bit afraid. But we'll see. I've played with Wizdo actually before today. He's in the skyline, I think, or he was at least. You know, in the yellow one as we see right now. Yeah, I see Tax pushing up there really aggressively. This is my time to try and go in. Bang this off the corner. Wizdo. Close. So that's Tax. I can just go back. I'm gonna pass this. And that's exactly why I'm gonna pass that. Like, if you see your teammate open like this, usually they know how to respond to, like, he ran deep very nicely, even though I don't know whether it was to try and bump, but I was just like, nah, you're not bumping. Nah. Kind of want to force your team, so I'm going to wait a little bit here, since I don't really think that I can get anything out of it if I do go early. I should have gone earlier there, though. That was a bad 50 out of me. I should not have waited this long to let its Leo 50 me like that. I should have double jumped for sure. That was my bad. Time, it is a fine. It's Leo doesn't 50 me and we concede. I'm actually gonna push up here because Leo is waiting on the backboard. It's not too great. It was not the pinch that I was looking for, but now I gotta move back quickly. I'm low boost in a bad position, and that back boost now did not spawn. This is just a moment of pray they miss. Okay, this boost is still there, and Tax has a lot of space. Not a lot of boost, I'm pretty sure. Like right now, I could have been there, but is it really that big of a problem? Like, the thing is, I could push up there, maybe miss, maybe hit it. I don't know. I can guarantee you if I miss that, it's a very big chance that we're conceding a goal. I should have done something more there instead of get it onto the backboard. Once again, play not to concede instead of to score. Oh, this is bad. Okay. We get out of it. Or at least somewhat. I can actually push up a little bit here, maybe bump his Leo, or at least section him. Okay, interesting. Wow, okay. That was insane. Like, he just took so much time, so much space. I don't know how he all the way by himself got it through. That was good. Well played. I can do this though. And that's why I never want to be first. I don't know, it might just be me being cocky, or it might just be actually the case. But I feel like I'm usually a lot better in defense than my teammates are, because I'm a little bit more defensive. This was a bad rotation, that being said. It was really bad. I should not have gone out to the side ever. Like, touches like that out of Wizzo, I don't know, they just don't really do that much. Like, we see that Wizzo has been on that same half of the pitch for about the entire play, and we've absolutely gotten nothing. That was also what Wizzo was doing when I played with him earlier. Like, he was not that great, and I'm pretty sure we actually won that game purely because we scored I scored a ridiculous not double tap or anything, literally just the ball was going on target, they saved it, I flew in. And then we're gonna try and bump. He jumps early though. Ooh. And wait, try and see whether Tax can get this center. Ooh, rule one, okay. We're gonna steal this dude's boost. Ooh, that's a decent block, should be Tax. I think they're gonna stay in the rule one even though they're chatting against each other. What a save, but gotta get back quickly. They had a miscommunication. Maybe I can pinch it towards the other side. That's good enough. I'm going to go completely towards the other side. Steal the boost. Get a demo. I don't know whether Leo got the boost. I missed it. Give him a little bit of a 1v1 space. Well, we was in a tough position. We actually need to score still. That is not going to be a goal. This might be. Ah, no boost. GG.